In the shadowed corridors of the abandoned factory, the night shift transformation was reaching its terrifying climax. The room was nearly silent, save for the occasional drip of water echoing through the dark. Suddenly, a low growl penetrated the stillness as the slug began to stir. His eyes, once a dull green, were now a ghostly white, glowing like beacons in the darkness. They weren't just in his eye sockets anymore. White eyes began to emerge from his nipples, his back, even his tail. Each new eye seemed to stare into the void, adding to the monster's unsettling presence. His transformation continued, painfully and inexorably. Muscles rippled and grew beneath his skin, which stretched taut over his expanding frame. He was becoming taller, more imposing, and with each moment more handsome in a disturbing, otherworldly way. His deep voice resonated through the factory, a chilling reminder of the beast he was becoming. The pain was excruciating, yet he welcomed it. Each surge of agony signified another step towards his ultimate form. His white eyes grew even brighter, their intensity matched by the growing power within him. The Monster King was emerging, and there was no turning back. The transformation wasn't just physical. He could feel his mind shifting, becoming more attuned to the predatory instincts that now governed his actions. The world around him seemed to slow down, every detail becoming sharper, clearer. He could hear the faintest rustle, see the slightest movement. He was no longer just a man. He was a creature of the night, a monster king with the power to command the darkness. Just as the last vestiges of his humanity seemed to slip away, the transformation became even more intense. Pain seared through his body as he grew taller, his muscles and abs bulging even further. His once human appearance was now almost entirely monstrous, yet there was a strange, twisted beauty to his new form. His voice, now a deep, resonant growl, echoed through the factory. He could feel the power coursing through his veins, a raw, untamed force that threatened to consume him, but he wouldn't let it. He was the Monster King, and he would control his power, not the other way around. With one final surge of agony, his transformation was complete. The Slug, now the Monster King, stood tall and imposing. His white eyes, all of them, glowed with a fierce, unholy light. He was ready to embrace his new role, to unleash his power upon the world. Stay tuned for Part 4, where the Monster King's reign begins. Will he control his power, or will it control him? Don't miss the next thrilling chapter of this dark and twisted saga. Until then, remember, the night holds many secrets, and not all of them are meant to be uncovered.